Okay, so today we're going to be working with cut points and we're going to start graphing. For intermediate algebra, you have these, for that grade, you have these at-home quizzes. And I've put the at-home quiz date as, or due date as February 18th. Now I want to show y'all something about these quizzes. Unlike the homework, you can't just work it over and over and over. It's like a little test. Okay, you have 120 minutes to take the test. So you start it. And let's see, what's the first problem on here? Oh, express in terms of I. If this were your first problem, would you get it right or get it wrong? What do I type in here? 7I. Okay. And notice there's not a check answer button here. You just move on to the next problem. Okay? Do not click submit quiz until you're ready to turn it in. At that point, it's going to grade it and give you a grade. If I want to, okay. So square root of negative 24, you would think of that as 4 times 6. And so what would it be? A 2i square root of 6? Okay? But I'm not intending to do this whole quiz. I'm not getting graded. But I want to illustrate this. Do not click submit quiz. Let's suppose after you've done 2 problems, something happened. You got to quit. You think to yourself, oh, wow, maybe I better study over that review a little bit more. Or maybe you have some sort of emergency or get called in for work. Don't click submit quiz unless you want it to grade it then. Instead, up here, just close it out. You hit X. It's going to say, oh, changes you make may not be saved. It doesn't say they won't be saved because it's going to save them. So I say leave. And at that point, let me refresh this page here. It now says that your quiz is incomplete. You can go back at any time before the due date and finish the test. Okay? So you can just keep doing that, but if you click submit, sometimes students will email me, it graded it after just 1 problem. You don't click submit until you're actually turning it in. If you want to just stop it and come back to it later, just close it out, that little X up there. The phrase I say is exit out there. Okay? So, now just don't forget, there is a quiz here. A practice for the at-home quiz. Okay, with problems similar to what you'll see on that quiz. Just like under document sharing, you'll see a review for your first college algebra test. Those are the paper multiple choice tests. There's a thing worked out. And also, I'm posting just the stuff that I write here with the hovercam. I post that. So if you're looking at the videos and also want to look at what I wrote there, it's right here. I was a few minutes late getting to class because I was right outside the door, and then it dawned on me, wait a minute, you wanted to bring and, show this, review this stuff here that you had done the last time. The interval notation, remember the closed circles used with brackets, and the open circles, parentheses. Always put parentheses at infinity symbols, because if you're grading, when you're solving an inequality, you're going to be drawing a number line like this and plotting those cut points. And here's my little, cut point steps, the little recipe for it. You follow that sequence of steps, it's going to give you the right answer. And we did 1 homework problem, 1 example the last time. You start off finding the solution cut points, then the denominator cut points, and plot those cut points. And here, for this first example, I tested every interval. you don't really have to test every interval. If you just test one of them, that should be sufficient. Now I'm about to tell you how you can look at a problem, or how I look at a problem, and decide, do I have to test every interval or not? Okay? So, for your purposes, you never wind up having to test every one of them. I believe on the YouTube channel, my brother made up an example where they didn't alternate. Okay? But I don't think that ever pops up in this class. Or I've never seen one of the assigned problems work out like that. Okay? So, we're going to pick up right there with that on lesson 7. Oops, what am I doing? Over here. Go to assignments. And by the way, if you want to get 100 on the assignment, you've got to click on every one of these videos. These are the videos made with the old camera. So, if there aren't any questions about the upcoming due dates, we will get started now.